Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Wiser Women in the Spotlight interview series. This series is an opportunity for me, as the founder of the 50 and Wiser community on Facebook, to spotlight the dynamic women of the community who want to share their brilliance. And our guest today is the brilliant Bianca Moreiras. And we are going to be discussing something that I believe is so very important, especially that we are spending so much time virtually, because a lot of places have not yet opened up fully, and there's still a lot of virtual networking going on. And Bianca is going to be sharing some tips on how to make your networking successful. So whether you network offline or you network online, you're going to be getting some valuable tips from her. And trust me, she has a lot of experience in this area. So I am Yvonne A. Jones. I'm a relationship marketing strategist, coach, and consultant, and I help small businesses optimize profit by leveraging relation marketing and client retention. And for the past 7 years, I have been helping women like myself who are 50 and wiser embrace their wisdom and knowledge that they have acquired, eliminate limiting beliefs so that they can either start or grow their own business. These are women who have come either from a professional background or they were in a background where they were working for someone else, and now they want to spread their wings and do something that they're passionate about and have fun in their business. Because I always say, if you're not having fun in your business, what's the point? So, welcome to those of you who are joining us live and those of you who will be watching us on the replay. So, to go ahead and get started, I will share information and introduction to you about Bianca. Bianca Moreiras, since 2004, has been coaching and developing individuals to attain and achieve what they once thought was impossible in their business, career search, and in their lives. As a leader, mentor, and motivator, as well as a presenter, primarily in the legal area, Bianca held roles as an administrator, executive director, marketing director, coach, and consultant. She brings a wealth of knowledge and practical application to any firm, group, institution, or individual. I love her philosophy. It is to pull up, push up, and to lead women and men to their fullest potential, one person at a time. Her company is Bianca Moreiras and Associates, and that company, she and her business are ready and willing to take your business to the next level. Now, Bianca is also a speaker. She has spoken on topics about enriching professionals in the areas of self improvement, self esteem, and courage, as well as time management, professional etiquette, communication, collaboration, leadership, networking, customer service, etc. Bianca, we have so many commonalities because customer service is a passion of mine as well. Now, in addition to professional speaking, Bianca conducts webinars and has had several articles published. She has coached professionals and those in career transition with great success and positive outcomes. It's my delight to have you here today, Bianca, and I also want to thank you for being a member of the 50 and Wiser community.
Well, thank you. I'm so happy to be here and finally meet you in person.
Yes. And it's been quite a while that we've been connected, even before you became a member and even before I formed that group, but we just never took that to a higher level. All right, so now I'm going to find out a little bit more about you because since this is the first time we're having a conversation, I really like to find out a little bit more about you, the person. I see all your accolades, and I know for a fact that you're a dynamic woman in your community and in your business. But I'd love to learn more, and our audience would like to learn more about you as a person. Share with us some things that we don't know.
Okay, well, we'll get real personal first. I know all of you can tell by my accent that I am a Brooklynite, And I have, believe it or not, been in Florida for 42 years. I know I look marvelous. Thank you so much. Applause all around. However, I'm also a mom of two wonderful children who actually are adopted, and they're going to be celebrating their 23rd and 25th birthday soon. They're boys. My husband, my crazy Cuban husband, I've been married to for 31 years. I told him that if I haven't killed him during COVID, we must be in love. And I just love helping people. Some of the organizations I work with at my church, I run a ministry. The leader of a ministry called Back on Track, and we serve the people that are in career transition. I've been doing that for 11 years, every Monday, 48 weeks out of the year. That's a long time commitment. And recently, I just started working with Sophia. Sophia is the South Florida adult community learning, and I am teaching technology online to people 60 and older. Very excited, very exciting, and it also includes veterans. So I love giving back, and I also do webinars for the blind, Federation of the Blind, and Blind Inc. So that's all my volunteer work. There's no time for real work, but I love every minute of it.
Excellent. It shows, we can hear it in your voice and we can see the radiance on your face that you really enjoy what you do and you love giving back, as you say. You love empowering others. Now, thanks for sharing that part of your life with us. Now, let's move to your business side. I noticed a common thread in what you in your introduction, and I also went to your website and I noticed that you work a lot with the legal side. Can you share a little bit about that with us?
Yes, absolutely. Thank you for asking that question. Well, for 36 years, I've worked side by side with attorneys and law firm personnel. In the last 14 years, is it 14, 16 years, I have been on my own. And what I do is everything from mergers and acquisitions. And one of my favorite things to do is work with owners of firms and companies that are in the beautiful 50 and older group to be committed to sustainability and to succession planning so that they can eventually retire, which is everyone's goal, I am sure. And everything from office administrator, jump in there, and I will share a story. One of the law firms, unfortunately, the administrator was killed in an accident from a Friday to a Monday. They knew nothing, and I was able to jump in and help them get back on their feet immediately through a tragedy. And of course, no one wants to have to get work that way, but I am able to do such things. So this is what I do. I love working with attorneys. I love the intelligence of attorneys and their commitment to doing it their way. When I show them a new way, they're so surprised.
Mhm. Great. Now that sounds wonderful, and I'm glad to know that you were able to go in and fill the shoes of someone who had an untimely demise. Now, how has networking supported the different activities that you have been engaged in? And what are some networking tips? So it's two parts, you have to remember them. How has it supported your own growth, whether your volunteer activities or your actual business? And what are some tips that you would share with individuals who are seeking to grow their business through networking?
Great question. I love speaking about networking. I'm actually in the process of putting a networking how to manual together. So, a cute little book for all ages, actually. Networking, if you know, we have a saying, if you're not working, if you're not networking, you're not working. And that's a common saying. And it's not what you know, it's who you know many times in your life. And yes, you should have your academia behind you and all kinds of other things, but networking is the key. In the old days, not, the olden days, let's say, you got your job by a handshake, by meeting someone. You were not jumping through hoops, putting it on LinkedIn, Indeed, and Glassdoor and searching like a maniac. It was relationship building and the trust, know, like, and trust. That's very important. And networking builds knowing, liking, and trusting people. But if you are intimidated by doing that, it's very difficult uh, to make headway because things are just not going to fall out of the sky in your lap. So let's talk about right now the virtual world. When we're on a Zoom call, take the opportunity immediately to put in the chat your information. Whether they ask for it or not, it really doesn't matter. It's an opportunity for a marketing call. It's an opportunity to meet someone great. And, if you're not real good at technology, start writing down information as you hear it, their name, the company name. You can look them up and you can make an inroad to that. One of the things I love to do is while I'm on those Zoom calls, you know how everybody has their name in the little box? Sometimes they have an iPad, but that doesn't work, right? But if I see Yvonne A. Jones in the box, I look immediately on my LinkedIn on my phone and see if I'm connected. And if I'm not, I'm meeting her. Let me make an introduction. Let me ask her to connect with me. And then you could be off message, and now you're building your LinkedIn. And LinkedIn loves that. The algorithms get it going, right? So that's a
Mm-hmm.
fantastic way. Now, if you're live, guess what? You could do the same thing. There's a button on your phone that once you press it, and it's about members, like when you want to invite people, when you go in there, it will find people in the room that have their LinkedIn on. Guess what? Click away. Hi, I'm at this convention and I see you're here too. Can we meet for coffee? I'd love for you to accept my invitation to be part of your network. Oh my gosh, you start opening up doors that are amazing and you start reaching your target market because hopefully you're at an event that's valuable to you. Because the biggest thing about networking is research those companies. Find out where you're going because time is money. And you just don't want to go networking anywhere. You want to focus and you want to get through. I hope that helps you.
Oh, it does. What I heard you say that I think is so valuable because I hear a lot of people say, "Oh, I'm so zoomed out. I'm just so tired." And one of the reasons why I believe that so many persons complain that they're tired of being, yes, sometimes I'm on 5 Zooms for the day, and it can wear on you. There's no doubt about that. We're humans. And sitting and staring at a computer screen is not the most exciting thing to do, but we have to look beyond that. But what you're sharing with us is that while we're sitting there, take opportunities to reach out to people who are right there. Imagine that you're in an offline situation and you would have gone up to say, "Hi, I'm so and so. Nice to meet you," and start asking questions. Now, depending, of course, we do have to pay attention to the host of the Zoom because some people say, "Please do not put anything in chat until I ask you to," or they may put restrictions. So, of course, you respect that. But when there are no restrictions and you just simply put your information and reach out to people, that's a great way because it is networking. Regardless of whether it's virtual or not, it's networking. And I love the point you shared, which I don't think a lot of people know. Especially there's a button on LinkedIn that says people near you. And when you're at an event, if they have their LinkedIn open, they will show up. So that's an excellent, excellent tip, Bianca. Thank you so much.
You're
Now,
welcome.
what else would you share with us in terms of getting back to networking? How would you say, or speak to a little bit about following up? Because I think that's where a lot of people drop the ball. You might meet people at an event, you come home with tons of cards or names, and then what happens after that?
Okay. So I think the biggest mistake that most people make is they want to gather as many business cards as possible. But really, when I do my training, we talk about targeting 5 people. And the only way that you can do that is if you do your homework ahead of time. Look at the roster when you get to an open event, because of course we're home now. But when we get to an open event again, look at the roster, see who's there, see who you know will make a difference in your business. Because after all, that's what we're there for. We're there for networking. We all have plenty of friends. We may make more friends, but we're not looking for friends. We're looking for business. So once you've targeted that, send them a message. If there's information there, send them a message and ask them for coffee. Ask them to meet in the lobby. Ask them if you can sit with them at lunch during, the event. And really target who you want, because 5 good leads are better than a pocket full of business cards. And also, think of different things. Your smile, your posture. What kind of questions are you going to ask people? The best place, if you notice someone that you want to meet because you recognize their name tag, you follow them like a dog. I'm sorry. You follow them, and where they go to the bar, you're behind them in the bar, and you're like, wow, I wonder what they're serving. I wonder if they mix cocktails. Oh God, I don't know what to drink. What do you drink? And then before you know it, hi, my name is Bianca. Put out your hand. Well, nowadays, I don't even know if we're going to get back to handshakes. It might be fist bumping, but have that conversation. And then the next thing you know, be memorable. You have to be memorable. And how do you do that? Find out about them. Don't talk about yourself. Find out about them. Wait till you get an invitation to talk about yourself.
That's an excellent tip. And one that I would add, which you alluded to, is the fact that you do some research before. And if you are the person who can say, oh, hi, Bianca. Oh, my goodness. Congratulations. I read that you won an award recently for XYZ. You are gone way up in the person's estimation because people like to talk about themselves. And to that person, you took the time, the extra time to find out about them. And so that will make a huge difference. You'll become memorable that way, as long as you don't go overboard with anything else.
Absolutely.
so so, Bianca, this has been one. I can't believe how quickly the time has flown by, but we have used up our time. Is there anything last minute you'd like to leave with us?
Well, you talked about follow up, and I can't say it enough. Follow up, follow up, follow up. If you have a newsletter, if you have something of interest to share, send a thank you, then follow up with your newsletter. Just keep your name in their mind's eye, and you'll succeed in your networking world.
Excellent. Thank you very much. That was awesome. I certainly appreciate the opportunity to speak with you, and I loved it. And we are going to have to follow up after this and not
Awesome.
let it
Thank
just
you
go
for
by like
having me. Thank you so much.
oh, my pleasure. And to all of you who have been watching, thank you so very much. And those who will watch in the future or listen to the audio, because I do put the audio on my website or on LinkedIn, then by all means, please hit hashtag replay and just let us know you watched this after this. Thank you so much for being here, Bianca. Thank you to all. And from the Wiser Women in the Spotlight series, this is Yvonne A. Jones and
Bianca
Bianca.
Moreiras.
Great. Have a good day, everyone. Have a great weekend.
Thank
Bye
you.
bye.
Bye.